Good morning, everybody. It's time for Tin Pan Alley Tuesday at jollyrogerukulele.com. Swing on over there, grab your sheet music, and as I'm going to go over there and post a link to our epic class today. Today we're playing Ain't We Got Fun, and we're still in the process of cleaning up making sure all of our songs have both a ukulele and a baritone ukulele copy, and so that's what we're working on still. And today we also have a new arpeggio out, B minor for ukulele and F sharp minor for baritone. And so let's take a look at this. Da-da-da. Let's see, make sure these are all opening up correctly. Okay, that one looks good. This one looks good. Ain't We Got Fun opens up just fine. Baritone, heck yeah. And then double check the link is working properly, which it is. Yesterday I was out and missed our class yesterday, so everything got moved to today. Later this week, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be working on a song called Spanish Romance. So that will fit into our theme of ukulele in Espanol. Tin Pan Alley Tuesday. Let me put our website out here as well on the tweet. / jollyrogerukulele.com. It's jollyrogerukulele.com. And then we put on our little graphic. Use the Tin Pan Alley thing from week 4, actually. And click tweet. Alright, so Twitter is up and running. And we're up and running. So it looks like everything's ready to go. Let's check in with some of our peeps. By the way, just so I am clear, on our website, in the open area, doesn't count what's in the members area, Tin Pan Alley, after the ball, well, there's 15 songs total. Happy Days Are Here Again still comes with 14 songs. Tiptoe Through the Tulips, 13 songs. 12, so there are 12 songs on there that have both baritone and ukulele. You could do an entire concert just off of that list. So, kind of exciting. All right, we'll finish up that Tin Pan Alley list over the next few weeks. You gotta have Tiptoe Through the Tulips. You gotta have it, and we're gonna have the best version of it ever. And so we'll see that there. Let's see who's here today. Carol made it in. Sound is good up in the high country. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Linda's in from Denver. We got some sunshine today. We had snow yesterday, and we're waiting for the sun to come out, warm us up. Although we're supposed to get some snow again tomorrow. So Linda says she hears me fine, sunny, and a little cooler, but I think it's perfect. 66 degrees up in Vancouver. That does sound perfect. Red is in. I think I used that one yesterday, Red. Sorry. I had to dig out to get to class. I know, right? We're all uncovering our... Cindy is in. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. Let's see. Vic is in. Sound is good. Sunny up in Eugene. Bruce out there in Virginia. Beautiful out there today, he claims. It's probably always beautiful in Virginia. Sandy is in. Sunshine, 33 degrees. Snow is melting up there. So 33 degrees in Sandy's neighborhood is it's like summertime. Let's see. Ronnie is in. 63 degrees and breezy down in New Mexico. Albuquerque is holding out on her, not letting her have a day in the 80s or 90s quite yet. Patricia is in. Hi. Marianne in from Michigan, good to see you. Donna in from local here, great sunny day. It's sunny out there. I don't know how great it is. It's still cold out there, Donna. Jacqueline is in. She's local. Okay. Second fax yesterday, waiting for 5G to kick in. 5G to kick in. Yeah, Donna got her second vaccine yesterday. She's been laying on the couch today, not feeling so hot. So I've been out there every hour checking to make sure she's asleep. Henry's been bugging her mostly. Fran is in. She's in SoCal. It's really beautiful down there this week. Elizabeth, it's melting 44 degrees and sunny out there in Greeley. Diane in from local, sunny. Look at us. We had one day with clouds, and we're all like, oh, thank God the sun is back. We're weak, us Coloradans. Kari's in. Good day to you, sunshine. Good to see you, Kari. Evelyn in from Ecuador, 72, and sunny in Cuenca. A beautiful day down there. Clay in from Northern California, Santa Rosa. Hey, Clay. And Linda. Let's see. Yeah. There's a. If you have a music store in your town and they're willing to do ukulele strings, it's probably worth a little bit of a fee they charge you to take it in over there. But yeah, obviously it's not a bad idea to know how to do it yourself as well. Michelle is back in from Rockaway Beach. They're having a beautiful day up there. All right, guys. We have new arpeggios, and which are actually new for the most part. I took an old blank, but then I did a lot of work to them. And then I took our previous version of, what the heck's the name of that song? It was hours ago I worked on it. Ain't We Got Fun. Created a baritone version of it, cleaned it up just a little bit, and it should be fun to play today. Welcome in, Pauline. 61 degrees up in the Bay Area there, so good to have you. So why don't we run through the arpeggio real quick? You guys are at that point where we're getting down to the end of your arpeggio experience. What my thought is going forward, we've got, let me just tell you what the story is with arpeggios. Sort of at this level, which is book 2, book 3-ish type level, I want you guys to suffer a little bit, but not a lot. And so on the arpeggios, I'm going to continue to do all of them, but this one and the next one, C minor, are the last ones in keys that you might actually play in. So these are the chords that have shown up now that you're likely to actually use. The remaining 18 keys you are highly unlikely to play in most of these keys. You might play an E major once in a while, maybe an E flat major, but the truth is you're just not really going to play in G sharp minor. You're not going to be playing in F sharp major ever, and so we may not work on those here in class. I'm going to go ahead and get them all posted over the next 6 months or so. Hopefully less than that, right? Next few months. But I don't necessarily know we're going to work on any deeper level on this. And the main reason is it's just extra, and I would much rather you get really solid in the keys you're likely to play in, which are the 12 that will be posted as of the C minor. So that's, at this moment, that's sort of my thought, is that you're getting close to the end of new arpeggios, and then we'll just start that cycling through that I like to do, just to have you, every few months hit it again. And so that's what my plan is at the moment. I'm not positive that there's a ton of reason to give you the mean keys on ukulele. The regular keys are mean enough. So I'm going to give that a little bit more thought. But we're getting close to the end of the regular arpeggios, and then we go into sort of more of the just knock your head up against the wall type arpeggios. Also, well, I think that's it. So let's play. So let's grab your B minor, and I'm just now realizing did I pull them down? I did not. So we'll chat for just a second. It took me just a second to pull these two down. Also, if you didn't print it out already, you got a revised version of the Tin Pan Alley tune, and not near as hard today. So that's good news, right? Every time after Monday night, I always feel like Monday night I walk away going, I hope they don't quit. And Monday nights are really, really tough, as you guys have figured out. And so please know, if you struggle on Monday nights, you're supposed to struggle on Monday nights. If it's easy on Monday nights, I don't know what you're going to do. I think it's probably time for you to look at a different instrument. Monday nights are really, really hard songs. And if you walk away going, I don't know if I should be playing ukulele at all, that's the wrong attitude. The attitude is, hey man, this is hard stuff, and I want to make sure that those people that want some hard stuff have it, and that those of us that are still in the process of just getting up to speed, we know it's there when we're ready. But we don't necessarily need it all of the time. So those are my thoughts on last night. I do think the songs are beautiful, super fun to play, super challenging, and we got a few more coming before we get to summer, and it'll be lovely. All right, so I'm looking for the B minor arpeggio. Here we go. All right. Now, the deal with this song is not so much timing, but pretty complicated chord shapes for the most part. And so we want to play down the entire page 1 twice, and then we go to play page 2. Page 2 has a little repeat right in the middle between 23 and 31, and then we wrap it up. This, I believe, is the first song where a diminished chord shows up in your arpeggios. I don't think we've run any diminished chords prior to this, and so it's a chance to start thinking about diminished chords. We've talked about it a few times, but on ukulele it's a wonderful diminished machine. On piano, diminished chords sound kind of muddy, but on ukulele they're very clean and very bright, and you're actually playing a diminished seventh. We don't use that phraseology in ukulele because all of the diminished chords are diminished sevenths, so we just call them diminished. And the nice part about diminished chords is you can tie a girl to the railroad tracks, and you can hope that the guy with the top hat, the mustache, and the cape shows up to rescue her. So that you know that, right? One, don't tie girls to the railroad tracks. It's just really poor form. I'd rather you not do that. And second of all, just be happy you have an instrument where you can really knock out diminished chords, and they're perfect for Tin Pan Alley music. Lots of that. Let's see. Kari says, is there a difference in tab between uke and Barry? Not on these today. Sometimes, but not today. Elizabeth, bring on the arpeggios. Keep them coming. Hey, Dennis, Linda, the arps are so pretty. That's nice. Kari says, hope Donna is better soon. Yeah, stiff and sore as well, huh? Yeah. She's not so stiff and sore. Headache, though, is what she got. Hey Jennifer, Tuesday does rock. Laurel, good to see you. My login. Laurel, I did get your email, and I will work on that today. I haven't had anybody else having that problem, so I'll find out what's going on, and I'll get it taken care of today, Laurel. Nancy, welcome in. Cindy, Monday night's music is my favorite. Yeah, Monday night. Some people love Monday night, right? But it's usually people who've been around a while, right? Have a good one, Linda. See you next. See you next Monday night. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh well, I'm glad you're here tonight. Hey Arlo, welcome in. All right. B minor. Okay. We'll play through it kind of slow. That way we can discover it as we go along. Okay. So grab your B minor. Remember, B minor is just an A minor with your bar on 2. So strum that. Now when I wrote this, I designed this with just a thumb. But you could, if you want to challenge yourself, play it with a claw. Okay. Then the next one is this famous minor shape with an add 4 in there that I love this tone on ukulele, so I use it a lot. Do this. Back to your B minor. Back to that crazy tone. Pattern changes. Okay, regular D chord. And when you get that, right, this so brightens up. You're dealing with these weird darker chords, and when you get to this nice D chord, it's like the sun comes out. And then you got that minor shape again. So that's your intro, that's your first part of it. Really pretty, I think. The interesting thing is the D chord, which it's odd that it's there at all, because B, C, D, what the heck's that doing there? It really brightens up the overall feeling of that section. And so let's go from the top. 1, 2, ready, play. There's that. Then the next section is designed with claw in mind, so you definitely want to pay attention. No glissandos there, so you guys know at this point my thought is, hey, let's go to the claw shape. Part of the purpose of the arpeggio book in general is to get you comfortable going from a strum shape to a claw shape right away, in prose and during the song, right? And sometimes not necessarily convenient. Let's give it let's go for measure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then G. And I wanted to stop just for one more second. This is a bar chord G, and I want you to make sure you know this. You know how day 1 we talk about your G chord, not day 1, day 2 we talk about your day 3 we talk about your G chord, index, middle, ring. It was super hard when you first started, and now it's no big deal. But what G really is, it's a bar chord on 2 with the F shape in front, right? Here's your F shape. Here's your G shape. Okay, so that's really what your G chord is a bar chord F. Now, the reason we don't have to play this all of the time is because your top string's a G, so that's on a G chord. So we could just take those 2 off, and suddenly you have this mini bar with this, and that is your G chord. Okay, so just be aware, there's going to be lots of times in more advanced music where we use the bar forms of common chords because it's more convenient. In this case, the entire song, for the most part, not every bit of it, but almost all of the beginning part is all barred at fret 2. And when you are barring stuff and you're playing for a while with the bar hanging out on bar 2, what you're really doing is finally finding out why a capo is never going to work for you, because the rest of this song, parts of it are in open position and a lot of it is in second position, and if you clamp a capo on here, you got no hope of it, because you can't get the capo back off at that moment. And so you're using this as your capo, and that's when you're officially legit, when you're just like, yeah, that's what we have to do, so that's what I do. Okay, so that's your G chord, and then it's going to slide back to F sharp and then back up to G. So let's go for measure 8 one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. G chord, F chord, G, D, open A, different pattern. Here's your diminished, listen. Isn't that awesome? B minor. Go to 9. Slide back. Slide up. D. A. Diminished, listen. That's so good. B minor. Page. And then let's stop it for just a sec, talk about page 2. When you see those things there, again, strumming is not our thing around instrumental ukulele, but we still want to know how to do them all, right? And so you're grabbing this G chord, and I switched the boxes because the violin players were losing their minds. So I switched to so the notation is the opposite of what it used to be. Box means down, and then the little V shape means up. I still think it's backward, but I don't get to choose this. So it's gonna be down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Okay, so down, down, up, down, up, down. And those of you guys that grew up in normal ukulele, you're like, oh, thank God, down, down, up, down, up, down. Now I'm in my home planet, right? If you go to hang around strum-alongs and they open up a new song, the first phrase you're going to hear is, what's the strum pattern on this? And I don't, I lose my mind when I hear that phrase. But the idea here is that's exactly what's going on. You get to use your strum patterns. They're spelled out for you what I want you to do on these. It's the same on everything. Down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and then notice G chord's you've already slid it back to F sharp minor, or I'm sorry, to F sharp and back. Now we're going to slide it up 2 to A on the 4th fret. Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, ready, play. Down. G chord. Oops, sorry. Yeah. So the scary thing when you go into 23, you're now switching to glissando. Oh, I love that sound. Love that feeling. Pinky's got to get on that 5. That's what's scary. And then just take it right back off. And you're already holding down the 3. And then you're going to go to your open G, but leave that first string open. Okay, and this is very common in music. Is when you are wanting music to move, when you want it to tell a story, you put a note in there that doesn't sound right. And so in this case, if you're coming out of 23, all that sounds right. And then I put a 0 on the bottom of this G chord, that A note, and that doesn't fit, and so we have to resolve it. And it's resolved right here at the D chord. Here's your diminished shape again. And then a nice strum pattern here. Let's go back to 23. That when you went to 32, there's no glissandos, right? So you've got to jump over into you're busy doing this, having a great time, and now you got to go grab that claw. Bum, bum. You see the phrase writ? That means slow it down. And long fermata. Okay, and probably a pianissimo or mezzo pianissimo to finish it up. It sounds right. So let's play. So that's what we're going to play. Let's play the whole thing real quick. How are we doing on time? No, we can't do it again. We're going to run out of time. But you see the point. So let me go from let's just play from 23 to the end. Ignore that repeat. From 23 to the end, grab your G bar chord. Ready, play. Pianissimo on that. That sounds cool. All right, beautiful. Let's play it on baritone. Fingering's the same. just chord key has changed, I think, theoretically, if I did it right. Isn't that a fun song? Love diminished chords. Love them. And you know, when you first started music, you're like, I don't know what he's talking about. And after a while, you're like, what's the weirdest sounds I can possibly fit into my song? And then and so that's the beauty of it. Okay, straight through. To handle all the repeats. By the way, ukulele players, you're supposed to be being my backup band, right? How you doing on your F sharp minor, your B minor, your D chord, your C sharp chord? Oh my gosh, what's that? A chord, E chords, G sharp diminished chords. So all of those are chords that at this level, I'm thinking, I'd have to go look up a few of those, right? So make sure you have resources, and then on the baritone sheet music, if you know you're not getting a baritone and you want to play along, you just make yourself little card charts for the ones you are not sure about, and that way you always have something to do. You know, obviously you can just sit out if you want, but why? All right, from the top, play this as written. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get the rhythm right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Lovely. That's fun. All right. That's fun. Okay. I like the arpeggios. I hope you like the arpeggios. All right. Plus, those will make you a really, really good player. Let's go grab... What's the song we're working on today? I already forgot. It is called Ain't We Got Fun. I have too many ain't songs, so I can't keep them all in my head. Ain't We Got Fun. Now, we did this back, I think, September-ish or something, and we did not have the baritone version of it at that point. And so I do, as I have told all of you that are baritone players, I'm making the commitment that when you go to the store, if you have giant hands and you're like, I don't know if I should play ukulele or baritone, I used to always say, you need to play ukulele because there's a lot more sheet music available for ukulele players than there are for baritone players. However, I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure that that's no longer true. So that every song that we do from here out will have a baritone version of it. And for my thinking on that is that some of you are going to do one of two things. One, at some point you'll be like, this is kind of fun, baritone sounds kind of cool, I'm gonna get a baritone. And they're not very expensive, thankfully, and they all more or less sound about the same. So for a couple $100, $300 on the outside, $400 if you want to get something with a fancy name on it, you will be able to take the skills you've already developed in ukulele and turn those into another way to play the ukulele. Also, for some of you got big old sausage fingers, and this is true for men and women. There are certain people that just have big old thick fingers, and I've always stuck them in tenor ukuleles because, frankly, there just wasn't enough quality stuff in enough quality sheet music for baritone, and so we are single-handedly changing that. Now, I did get, and I love this private student of mine to death, but she came to me the other day and she says, Gary, is there anywhere where I can get some more classical baritone ukulele sheet music? And I know the motivation behind the question is like, hey, I just like playing classical music. I'd like more of that. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, I totally get that. On the other hand, and I think this is important, everything that you are doing is classical. Every single thing that we're doing in these classes is based around classical technique. Now, whether we're playing Beethoven or Bach or who wrote this? Kahn, I think, wasn't it? Oh, Jaeger and Yellen. It's the same exact stuff. No, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong. Grabbed the wrong. Ain't we got fun ukulele? It's Yellen, right? Please be. It's Kahn. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether you're playing a Tin Pan Alley song or a classical one. Beethoven didn't write for the ukulele, guys. We're using all classical techniques, and so when you get to, oh, I want to play classical music, you're not really thinking that through. You want to use classical techniques, and then it doesn't matter what music you have in front of you. Same thing, a lot of you love those classical tunes, but to be perfectly honest, a lot of them are easier to play than this stuff, than some of this other stuff. So you're not necessarily playing at the high stuff, and I promise nothing is harder than this jazz stuff we do on Monday night. So just be mindful when you're thinking about, hey, what do I want to play? You are already using classical techniques on everything that we do, and it just happens that it turns out what comes out of your ukulele sounds like Tin Pan Alley. All right. I got my old notes still on here. Kari says the depth of tone on this Ohana baritone is one. Yeah, Kari just picked up an Ohana baritone, and I've sold a lot of baritones. I played a lot of baritones. My current baritone I want to throw out the window, and so I do think that baritone, the Ohana one that I've been talking people into trying, is a pretty nice one. So let's see, will you ever be doing fingerstyle duets for ukulele? Fingerstyle duets for ukulele and baritone. Every single thing we do is a fingerstyle duet. I don't know what that means, Cindy, necessarily. I don't know what that means. I think what you mean is, hey, I'd like to have two separate lines written out, one for part A and a different part for part B. And theoretically, you already have those skills in your noggin. You don't need it written out for you, I think. I'm hoping, because if I sat down with let me pick somebody out here who's Dennis. If I go up to Dennis, I say, Dennis, I'm coming into town. We're going to play some duets. I'm expecting that Dennis can either play the melody, just straight through melody, or the tough uke, right? And then I'm going to sit down with those chords, and sometimes I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be using all the tools I teach you guys all the time, and we're going to sound like it's all written out because we're both legit hardcore players. But I think this business of writing everything single thing out and you guys executing it is less necessary at this level, I think, Cindy. And maybe I'm not. I think I'm understanding your question, but everything. I'm hoping. Oh, you're saying no. I do need it written down. No, you don't, Cindy. No, you don't. You don't. Okay. We'll pick an easier song this week, and not this week. We'll practice that. How would you create a finger style duet with somebody? That's a good idea. All right, let's get focused in. Tin Pan Alley. We only have 12 minutes. We only need 11 minutes to get this done. No, just melody or chords for baritone, but maybe the counterpart part for something. Dennis is like, great. No, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read it two different ways. Dennis either said, great, a visit from Gary, or great, a visit from Gary. I go with the second version. Hey, Christy, good to see you. We'll talk about it just a little bit. I got to get through this song, guys, and then we'll talk a tiny bit about duets, because I do think that's how one of those things that you should feel confident that you already have the skills for. All right, here we go. Ain't we got fun? G chords, D7s, C's. Oh, thank gosh. Oh, we got a D sharp 7. That's your bar on 3. What? That's going to happen. E7. You got a B minor at 13. Okay. I know you hate this shape, but it's coming up a lot in Tin Pan Alley music. You got your E7 shape, but it's on 2. You put your bar, it's just a single finger on 2. Okay. There's your F sharp 7. Back to your B minor. And just like I tell you, Tin Pan Alley, they loved the diminished sound, and right there it is. Okay, and measure 16. Okay, it's going to happen. So exciting. A minor, D7, G. We talked about all of those. You got a G7 instead on page 2. B minor. An E minor shows up at 27. Okay, back to that stupid F sharp 7 shape. And measure 29, you get a C6, which is an index finger on the top and then these 3 fingers down. Isn't that crazy? That's a chord you're going to play, C minor 6, but you're not going to play your top string. You're not going to hold that down, so you get, which is even weirder. And that's you can sense the jazzness starting to be developed at this point in music, where they're like, you know what, we're going to start tossing in weird notes, and it's going to sound cool. Measure 31, A9, one of my favorite chords on the ukulele. And then another diminished chord up there in 33. Okay, and so this is a super fun song, pretty complex chord arrangement, and also fun just to strum. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money. Well, let's just do it. That's kind of fun. I can't sing, but who cares? From the top, let's just sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, oh but honey, ain't we got fun? The rent's unpaid, dear. We haven't a bus, but smiles were made, dear, for people like us. Okay, so that's got to go really fast. Bum, 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 bum. You got it from out of there, you're safe. Okay, and then go, in the winter, in the summer, don't we have fun? Times are bombing, getting bomber, still we have fun. There's nothing sure. Oh, we didn't talk about a B chord. There's a B chord there. Sure. The rich get rich, but the poor get children. You see, it works, right? Makes sense. In the meantime, in the meantime, ain't we got fun? Okay, and then go repeat it. So the chords really work, and the chords. Those of you guys who like to sing, seriously, sit down today and figure this out. It's really a fun song, and I think what I did just now is correct. There's nothing surer, the rich get rich and the poor get children. So slow that section way down. I think that's the correct way to handle that. So you got a sense of what the melody's like. Let's just walk our way through the Tuff uke. Okay, from the top, I'm going to play Tuff uke and just make sure everything works right. I played it through a couple times. I think it's fine. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixes and nines, guys. B minor. Cool. Okay, and I would slow that section down there too, because that's a turnaround. You're supposed to be creating a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of what's going on, something big's about to happen, and then you can go right back into the main idea. Tempo. Where did I put the writ? The writ is showing up at 15, so I was thinking correctly. Slow that for people like us. Strum, 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 and then at 18 pick up the tempo again. Here we go. Ready, play. Do 2, 3, 4, just do that little section there, just that part of the B, and then drop it straight down to your E minor, and then pull up 1 to get the 4, and then A minor. And let it ring out forever, and then go. Let's go ahead and do the turnaround. And then we would play it a second time through. Okay, I want to get to the baritone version of it too, so I don't want to play it a second time. But you see what's going on there. The whole thing makes sense. The whole thing sounds really cool. And then the second time you come through, you don't play 33 and 34. You play 35, which is our typical ending, right? Okay, so you got the simple ending. So I think, guys, you've got really pretty interesting chords overall. You have a lovely, kind of cute melody. You got a hilarious story behind the song. Everything about this works. 1921. It's exactly 100 years old right now, right? 20, 21, 19. The 100-year. This is a 100-year anniversary of Ain't We Got Fun. Still resonates correctly, right? A couple of word changes in here I would make, but overall, it's just about being poor. And some of you are rich and you don't understand this, but some of you are poor and you do get it. All right. There. Let's play the baritone version. Okay. On Friday we'll play through for sure. Spend a little time on it this week, and for sure on Friday I want to play it because I think it's cute. And when I pulled it up, I thought I don't know if I like this song, and then I started working on it, and I was wrong. I love it. let's see, lower 26, 20, 26. Cardi, I don't know what that means. Lower 26, 27. How did your quiz go on Friday? I don't know. I knew everything on there. I don't know if I got the right. When was the last time you took a timed test? I don't know if you've done that lately. We had 45 minutes, and there was easily 50 minutes worth of material on that test. And I worked so hard, so fast, and I knew all of the answers, I think. But, oh my God. I haven't taken a time test in 20 years probably, and it was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't know. The pressure probably got to me. I don't even know when we're going to find out. But anyway, the quiz is done. It is what it is. I freaked out over the time. There was a lot of listening stuff too, which that's definitely a weak area of mine. All right, let's play this one time through. Ukulele players, do the best you can with these chords. You may end up having to go back and look a few of them up. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, play. Don't hurry. Okay. Anticipation and then go. Sorry. Repeat, play the whole song again, and then the last time you come through, skip 33, 34. Okay, super fun song. I hope you like it. Practice it this week. We will play it again on Friday. Tomorrow and probably Thursday, we're probably going to dig into one song. It's called Spanish Romance. It is surprisingly beautiful, and about the time you get an attitude like, oh yeah, I can play this, no problem, then in classical guitar fashion, they just punch you right in the face. And so I think my general sense of in classical guitar is just about the time you think you can do it, they're going to show you that you can't. That, I think, is generally speaking how the pedagogy worked on classical guitar. So it's like, oh, isn't this sound pretty? Yeah, you're doing great. How about this? Blop! And so we're going to spend, it's a pretty long song, and so I think it's going to take 2 days to go through, but you'll think it's worth it. So don't forget, on Friday we got fun again. We'll probably also play the Arpeggios again, and then we've got to choose Cielito Lindo, Estudio, Jarabe Tapatio, La Cucaracha, Las Chipicaneas, and no, I'm not saying that right, and Las Mañanitas. So we have a pretty tunes that we pulled over from last week, and I have so much more Spanish music that we're going to have to take that in bits, because there's no way to get it all in the next week or two. So we'll do some, and then we'll do some later on down the road as well. So anyway, that's all I know. Let's see, where did we leave off? Hope you guys having a wonderful day. That's all I know about ukulele. Go forth and have some go forth and have some fun. Let's see. Jennifer judges school is fun! Exclamation point. Yes, it was very fun. It was actually interesting. I was, make these triads and fill out the rest of this scale, and they put a B sharp minor in there, those brass, which requires a double sharp and all this stuff. So they were testing me pretty well, and so I think I did well, but we don't know. Laurel says, Gary, I do not need help with login. It is working today. Guys, just to let you know, if you run into any login problems, don't try to log in 50 times because it will end up locking you out for 48 hours. I am absolutely getting hammered by brute force attacks on all of our websites, and I get a notice every time that happens, and I'm getting emails every single day of them doing that. It's just hackers from China that are just trying to get into everything, and you can even see where the brute force attacks are come from. So I've had to upgrade security a little bit, so make sure you know what your passwords are if you need to log into the website, and don't do it a bunch of times or it will lock you out. And so that probably what happened, Laurel. Maybe, I don't know, but at least you're back in, and that's good to know. Okay, so just know I'm trying to keep us all safe. I've got all this extra security on there. There's nothing on there, honestly. There's nothing on there. I think you guys have to put your email address in there, but outside of that, there's no personal information of yours at all. And I'm doing everything I can to keep those people out of our site. I'm less worried about them getting in our site and getting your email. They already have your email address. What I'm worried about is them going in and messing up my system, because I don't even know really how to fix it if they do that, and I'd have to just delete everything and start over. So I'm trying like heck to keep them out. I got all these crazy long passwords and stuff now, so and then a bunch of other plugins designed to foil them, but they'll probably win in the end. But I'm trying to keep them out, you guys. Evelyn, hasta mañana. I'll see you tomorrow. Pauline, I like the new Tin Pan Alley song. It's a fun one. Really, just goof on it. It's really a fun piece of music. Patricia, good to see you. Jennifer, can't wait for Spanish romance. Go forth and uke. Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's a pretty song. Elizabeth, can't wait for the rest of the ARPs. I am serious. Yeah, we'll get them all done, Elizabeth, and we're upgrading them from the previous version too. Great, Gary. Thanks. Bruce, making me laugh. Have a great day, bud. Nancy, thanks, Gary, for all you do to make us better. Hopefully you're a better ukulele player, right? You might just be like, I might be melting your mind. I don't know. I think hopefully everybody's getting better. That's the idea anyway, right? Thanks for being here, Nancy. Fran, we did have fun, didn't we? That's a fun song. Sandy, and it makes us happy. Nice. Ronnie, thanks. Light bulb moments about bar chords. Isn't that exciting? They're so hard in the beginning. You're just focusing on making the sound, and then one day you don't have to think about that sound anymore, and you can start thinking about what they're useful for. And even with experienced players, when I talk bar chords, they not all the time do they understand my ridiculous enthusiasm for bar chords. I'm just like over the moon about them, because they allowed you, once you get past, oh, it sounds terrible, to this is a useful shape. All of a sudden the whole fretboard just magically opens up to you. You don't even need to know what the notes you're playing are. You don't care what it is. You just know this shape goes with that shape, goes with this other shape, and they all start to magically work together. Bar chords and that business of being able to play up and down the neck eliminates the need to know what notes you're playing entirely, because you just learn relationships, and you learn those through bar chords. So that makes me happy, Ronnie, that a few light bulbs are starting to pop on. So absolutely. Clay Bud, good to see you. I know it's hard for you to get in. Always delighted to have you when you're here. Take care. Straighten out Santa Rosa for me, will you? Jennifer, Diane, see you tomorrow, and good day today. Good to see you, Diane. By the way, if you guys don't know, Diane's starting a harmonica band with her family. She bought 5 harmonicas. That's too many. I think the government's going to check on her. Linda, good to see you. I hope that arm and that hand is back into being able to play a little bit. Guys, that's enough. I will see all of you tomorrow, and Spanish romance. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, good. Michelle's enjoying. Yay, Michelle! It's the journey, right? We don't ever get there. We just enjoy the journey. All right. And Fran says, I think I just realized that putting your index finger on the fret bar works more. Putting your index finger on the fret bar. Ah, there you go, Fran. Nice. We all are always learning on these bar chords. All right, guys. Really am going to pull the plug. Have a great day. I wave so that I know when it actually is done.